Hey guys, Oklahoma KLR here with a review on the Sidi Discovery Rain boot. These are available from Compatition Accessories for $350 at the time of this review, where they have no hassle returns, a low price guarantee, and free shipping over $49. So these boots would ship for free from them. Now, these are an excellent dual sport boot. I've put about 560 miles on these boots so far, and as you can tell, they're dirty. They're scuffed a little bit. You know, I put some pretty hard miles on them on the KLR up in Kansas, and I'm happy to say that they're very comfortable. They are waterproof, but they don't get your feet hot and clammy. They were excellent boots. We were riding from about 60 degrees in the morning till about high 80s in the afternoon, and never once did I worry about my feet. They were great. I think that these boots are probably the dead center best dual sport boot on the market. Now, when I say dual sport, I don't mean guys riding full-on dirt bikes on single track, and I don't mean guys riding their sport touring bikes, you know, for 3,000 miles on the interstate. These boots are for the adventure touring and dual sport guys that need to be able to ride a bunch of miles, get off the bike, walk into a restaurant, or get off the bike and be able to walk over and take pictures and see the sights and not feel like they're going to die. Now, I'm going to go over some features on these boots real quickly. There's going to be a full text review on this on Spirit Strike, so if there's anything that I don't mention in this, make sure and check out that review on Spirit Strike. I'll put a link in the comments. Now, this is a waterproof boot. It's full height. It does not have a Gore-Tex liner, but it's a rain liner is what they call it, which is Sidi's version of Gore-Tex. It's just not made by the Gore-Tex company. It's breathable. It's waterproof. It was excellent. I've never had any problems with my feet getting hot. My feet never got wet. I love it. I think it's very awesome. Now, in order to keep your feet dry when you're stepping in these puddles, there's a gaiter, full height gaiter. Comes up through the middle to keep this water from being able to rush in through here. There is a shin plate here that rides separate than the main boot, and that's so it can move and give you a little more comfort. There is 3 cam lock buckles, which are absolutely awesome. These buckles are very easy to get in and out. Since they're a male and female, basically you can just toss this anywhere in the middle of this and slam it shut, and it locks. They won't come open. They stay closed. They're very positive retention. I really like them. It's got a large rubber heel cup, some accordion panels in the back, some more hard plastic on the back here. The inside is a kind of like a suede with the printed Sidi logo on it. This is to make sure it doesn't scuff up your bike. This is a really nice feature right here. Some of the other boots, kind of like these, don't have these, like the Jarnays. While those are a really nice boot also, they don't have a shift pad. So those boots are going to show wear right in this area. Whereas this has got multiple layers to wear through before you actually get down to the boot. This is double stitched. Well, I guess you call it triple stitch. There's a stitch line here, and then double stitched around the outside on both boots. That's kind of weird that they put it on both boots, but I guess if you're riding one of those oddball bikes that shift on the other side, there you go. It's got a metal toe plate here, and that's to keep the front from wearing out these stitches in the toe whenever you accidentally kick a foot down and catch it in the rocks. The sole is flat. There's no pronounced heel on here, so you can move around, put the peg wherever you'd like it on here, which is great because when your feet get tired, I find myself sliding them up forward, but then when I get back to really getting into the bike, you know, I'm moving my foot back up to where I can articulate a little better. And I like that there's no it doesn't force me to put my foot somewhere that I don't like it. The sole here is replaceable. It's stitched on, not bonded like some of the other companies are using. It looks like a lot of companies are going to a bonded, which by bonded I mean glued on sole, in order to save a little money. And you know, I still prefer a stitched on sole. It's a little stiffer, it's a little wider, so it's a little more forgiving. If you miss the shifter, sometimes that sole will catch it and you can still get that shift in. Now, one of the main deals about dual sport boots is you need enough protection for your normal riding and enough flexibility that whenever you get off the bike you can actually walk around. Again, these aren't a motocross boot, but they're an excellent dual sport boot. Out of the box, the sole is very stiff front to back, so you're going to be walking kind of flat-footed, but there is flex front to back right here in this area. And again, these are broke in, so straight out of the box are a little stiffer, but there is flex right here. Crush resistance, they're pretty dang stiff. Now there's no hard plastics in here. For that you'd need to look at something more like the Adventures, which have a mechanical hinge. There's no hard plastic in here, but they feel very sturdy on your feet. Now for side to side movement, they're pretty stiff, and that's a good thing. You want a boot that's very stiff side to side but has movement front to back, and I think these boots do an excellent job of that. If you need something a little more technical, I think the Adventures would be the best next step up from here. As far as fit, now this is where Sidi is kind of great and not so great. They're wonderfully Italian. Every bit of the stitching, the lorica, the way the sole is put on, everything about this boot is beautiful Italian quality. And so they fit more like an Italian boot. They're more of a narrow, long fit, not your American short, wide foot. So if you're a very wide foot, I suggest you pass on these, or be worried about how narrow they are. I wouldn't say they're narrow. I would say they're average width and generous on length. Now, it doesn't mean they're long, but I wear between a 9.5 and 10 normally in tennis shoes. This boot is a 44, Euro 44, which they call a US 10. And I would say it's a little long for a US 10, but the width was perfect for me. It's really tight to get my foot in here, but once it gets in, it's very comfortable. I feel secure. It didn't pinch, it didn't ride, it didn't have blisters. It was great. I literally spent probably 8 to 10 hours a day for 4 days in this boot, and it was absolutely great. I couldn't have asked for a better boot. Now, if there's anything that I think that they could probably improve on, I don't know that this boot is where I'd see improvement. This boot's about perfect. Some people say, well, I need a more technical boot, and they have that boot. That's the Adventure. The Discovery is for that person that doesn't quite need that amount of protection, doesn't need the mechanical hinge or the hard plastic in there. But like I said, these boots are going to be more comfortable than those Adventures. So anyway, I'll spin this around here so you can get another good look at it. It is an awesome, beautiful boot. And again, you can get these at Compatition Accessories. Right now they're there for $350, and they are highly recommended by me. So if you have any questions, put it in the comments below. I'll be glad to answer any questions you have. If you like the review, make sure and hit like, share it with your friends. If you know anybody looking for a pair of boots, send them this way. Let's show them this video. Like I said, these are highly recommended boots. If you don't like the Discoveries, look at Sidi's line. I really like their line of boots. They have everything from road boots, well, they have everything from sneakers all the way up to full-on motocross boots, mechanical hinges, everything. Sidi has a full line of boots, and if you can't find a boot in Sidi's line that fits your needs, you probably don't need them. So anyway, y'all have a good night. I hope you enjoyed the review. I'm really enjoying these boots. I'll talk to you later.